Hello, good morning, or good evening. This is your host, Simone Blyden, and we're back with Dorm Diaries.
Steady daydreaming, dreaming about the millions. Before I got this money, the bitch ain't care about my feelings. Since day when you been the realest, hope my dudes fucking feel this. No more joking around, little nigga. I'm taking this shit.
So, I left you guys off where I was letting you guys know the story of when they pulled up. So, like I said, the drug dealers pull up. She doesn't have any money. And I immediately turn around and start walking back to the house. I don't really know what happened between them, but I do know they were very upset and I was not getting caught up. And low-key, like the whole time, they were low-key riding around the neighborhood. So I think they were kind of waiting for one of us to come outside again. But that's another story for another time. So when we get in the house, this is really what sets off me not wanting to be friends with Nelly anymore. I eventually get them to go upstairs. When we get up there, one thing I can say, Nelly and Jackie were very good at making me feel crazy. And I know this is crazy, but like, you ever know when you're standing in a room, you say something and they just look at each other? Like, yeah, I was like, at that point, I was the third wheeler. And I was kind of already upset because I was on that time of the month. Okay. And I was stressing out on the phone with my mom. Like, like when you're arguing on the phone with your mom, but you don't want people to know. That's the kind of vibe I was on. Because my mom was like, they should have bought their own money, this, that, and the third. I can't keep giving money to you guys for y'all to hang out. Like, sometimes they're going to have to bring their own money. And like, I'm like, this is Nelly's birthday event. Mind you, it's not her day of her birthday, but it's how we're celebrating because she really couldn't. So I'm like, can you understand? So while I'm figuring this out, like, I'm getting a weird vibe from Nelly and Jackie. Like, it's giving something, they know something that I don't. Every time I said something, they would look at each other. If I said, hey, I want to do this, they'll say no and say something under their breath. Like, I'm like, what is it giving? Like, mind you, they're doing all this while they have my clothes on sitting at my vanity using my makeup and lashes. So when I tell you how like upset I was and kind of used I felt, it's not even worth describing how much I felt. Okay. And also I'm young, so I make dumb decisions. What I should have done, girlies, listen, I should have brought it up. Hey, what's going on? Why are y'all upset at me? What I didn't do, and this is where I was wrong too, but hey, you live and you learn. I don't really know. Some things just have to be a story. I have a feeling that they're talking about me, but they're the type of friends where you can't be like, hey, are you talking about me? Like, what's going on? They're going to get offended. They're like, talking about you? Who? We're not talking about you. Nah, nah, nah. Why would you even think that? Are you crazy? So I knew I had to have some type of proof that they were not effing with me no more. So that way, when I ended the friendship, I felt one thing too, like I always felt bad ending friendships. I didn't want to be the one to end a friendship ever. Even if you were doing something very disrespectful, I'm not going to do anything to end this friendship. And I had to work on that. I'm worked on it now. Like, hey, if you want to go, go. I'm not for you will be non-existent to me again. Like, I don't care. But back then, no. So at the time, what I decided to do, okay, so when we got back in, Nelly sat the phone down. It's my phone, by the way. So I'm not like taking her property or anything. She just uses it to log into her Snapchat and stuff. So I take my second phone and I sit it behind something, like a dresser by the door, and I leave it recording. And then I go do what I was doing before. I leave the room, I leave them two in there, and I go do what I was doing. Calling my mom, trying to figure out stuff out. Because I'm like, a little piece of me didn't want to believe they were actually talking shit about me or saying anything rude about me. Because at the same time, I was going through a midlife crisis, kind of like I wanted to still keep them as friends, but also have the other friends that were like to read and have intellectual conversations. And to be for real, it is true. You are who you hang around, and you can't balance both lives and think that that's okay, because you eventually are going to have to pick. Do you want to be the kid that's excelling and succeeding and doing all this, or do you want to be the kid that's, doing bad stuff and this, that, and the third? So I had a real tough decision to make right then and there, and I didn't want to make it, right? So I left the phone in there. I'm out. I go in my sister's room, and I call my mom. I'm like, look, I don't know what's going to go down, but I feel like something's going to go down. Yeah, right? Then I go back. I think I gave the phone, I didn't even give it 10 minutes because I was too scared to hear anything. But I gave it a good 5 minutes. Like, it really wasn't that long. I go back in the room, grab the phone, then I take it in the bathroom and I listen to it. Bitch. The stuff that I heard was insane. It was insane, okay? Okay, so I don't really remember most of what they said, but I do know, like, a lot of the stuff that they were saying hurt my feelings. And it wasn't if it was more so Jackie, I would have defended Nelly a little bit. But I think the fact that it was Nelly who initiated the conversation, it was Nelly who was saying all this stuff about me. She was telling secrets about me that I didn't tell nobody. And then she was using them against me. Like, how are you gonna pick me about something that we both did, Queen? But besides the point, a lot of the stuff hurt me. So you know what I did? I went back into the room and I said, hey, I have a quick question. Are you guys mad at me? Or something like that. And they're like, no, why would you even think that, girl? Da, 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 trying to make me feel crazy. I said, well, I think you guys are talking about me and I would like you guys to leave. And they're like, girl, ain't nobody talking about you. What time we going to dinner? You know what I do? I start playing the recording out loud. Surprise! Their mouths dropped to the floor. Like, they're looking at me. And Nelly's black, but her face got red, bitch. She was scared. And I don't think they were scared like,
bitch, come outside. We not gonna jump you.
I think they were scared of the fact, like, damn, we really got caught. And, like, they felt bad, like, what they did. Because it's like, you're caught up in your own words. Like, so I'm like, take my clothes off. This is exactly what I said. This is the first time I felt like that beat. Like, let me tell you, I felt like I was in a movie. I was like, okay, take my clothes off, leave my makeup, leave my phone, and leave. Okay? Jackie was like, you ain't got to say nothing but a thing. She left, all right? Nelly, on the other hand, she's trying to fight to stay. How you gonna fight to stay in my room? So I go downstairs. At the time, my mom's boyfriend was on the couch and he was like, you better beat their ass. I'm like, I'm not fighting anybody in my house for them to leave. Like, before I do that, babe, I will call the police. Call me 6ix9ine. Say I'm a snitch. I don't care.
And I was like, I'm definitely snitching, right?
But I'm not gonna fight somebody about my living area. Like, I'm just not. Like, I lay here, babe. How you gonna fight me in my house? Be for real. So Nelly, of course, starts getting riled up, and they say they're gonna leave. I still feel kind of bad, so I call my mom and I let her know, hey, can you give them a ride home? I'm trying to tell her, like, the plans are canceled. Can you give them a ride home? Da da da. While I'm on the phone, tell me why Nelly's in the other room talking about me, calling my mama. Oh yeah, she gonna call her mama. Da, 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 da. Okay, so now you're not getting a ride home. I don't care how the hell you get home, but you're getting out this house. So I go in there, I'm like, listen, take my clothes off, take everything off, and just go. Like, I don't know how you're gonna get home. I don't know, but just go. And they leave. Let me tell you, the next day at school was horrendous. I was so nervous for some reason because they were more popular than me. So I was like, they're gonna talk about me. But you know what I realized? I got into class. Nobody said nothing to me. Okay, I went to second period. Nobody said nothing to me about the incident. I had a good day, right? Third class, nobody said nothing to me about the incident. I mean, I had a few people that grew up with us ask me like, hey, why aren't you walking with Nelly? Or have you seen Jackie? Da, da, da. And I'm like, no, we're not cool like that no more. Just kept it at that. And that was the first time I realized in life, like, that is really not that big of a deal. Like, to be for real, maybe I needed that friendship to end, because when that ended, a whole bunch more friendships started to flourish. I started to do better at school. I started to become more involved in school. My weekends weren't covered up, so I started to spend more time with my now fiance. Like, life was becoming what I wanted it to be once I let my past go. And I think a lot of people realize that. And to be fair, right now, I'm cool with some of the people still in the story. And it's like, now they're completely different. And I think we all needed to let each other go to grow up. And I feel like that was the first transitional period into me growing up and becoming who I am, because that changed the trajectory of everything.
You be silly. So many left my heart is chilly. Give a fuck about your feelings. They dream about the millions. They dream about the millions. My mom ain't gonna have to worry about nothing but her motherfucking grandchildren.
Hey besties, you know it's your host Simone Blyden here with another interview.
So get into that cozy corner where we talk all things love, life, and leveling up. Today's episode is extra special because we have a glowing guest joining us. She's newly engaged, totally in love, and here to spill all the tea on wedding planning, finding your forever person in college, and how to keep growing as planning to be yourself. So grab your iced coffee, get comfy, and let's dive into this real, super romantic chat about love, growth, and everything in between.
Dear Diaries, Destiny Smith and I got engaged June 17th, 2025.
Period. Okay, spill it. How did he propose? Walk us through the whole entire moment.
Okay, so we ended up going to this botanical garden in Atlanta.
So cute.
Yes, and it was like, because I'm like more of a nature person.
And is it a lot of like flowers and stuff around there? Yes,
it
I
was
love
adorable.
that.
And it was like this big lady thing. She was like grass and all that stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, she had a bunch of flowers on her head. It was so cute. And
Wow.
they had this little private area. And I was just standing there, you know, looking around because he was just like very nervous that day.
Right, because you kind of
And
sensed it. Yeah, I definitely feel that.
like-
I definitely feel that.
He was very nervous, and he's not really a nervous person when it comes to me. So then it was just like, okay, what's going on? So yeah, then I just turned around. There he was on his knees. Yeah, and I started. Well, I didn't cry. I started tearing up.
Oh.
When he said my full
Yes.
name.
No. So that really got you when he said your full name. No, I started crying as soon as I seen like what was happening. Once I seen my mama there and she was not supposed to be there, I was like, okay, I know what the fuck's going on. Like, I'm about to ball. Like literally what I super regret is that when he got on one knee, he couldn't say anything because I was crying so loud.
Oh.
Like he couldn't say, Simone Blyden, will you marry me? Because I was like, please just put it on my knee. Like I was like going through it like it was not fun. Were you totally surprised or did you have like a sneaking suspicion?
I wouldn't say totally surprised. No, I was definitely like,
Yeah, a woman's
okay.
intuition, like
Definitely, because
Yeah.
we've been together almost 4 years in like February, and it's like, what's going on? Like, you know,
right.
like-
And so y'all had a conversation about getting engaged
Yeah.
before that. Definitely. How did that conversation go, and how did y'all like navigate that?
Well, we actually planned to get eloped on August 1st instead of like taking our engagement pictures. We were just gonna go to the courthouse and get it done. But a lot of things fell through, like my parents and stuff, and
And
it
you
was
just felt like it was a sign.
yeah. So we were just
Yeah.
like, we're gonna stay engaged. I'm just gonna plan this whole thing out.
So like what? You just rolled over when it was like, we should just get eloped. Like,
no, it was like, okay, basically we were gonna go do it, and then I have like military insurance for this school.
Me too, queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then my dad was like, I'm gonna take you off. I was like, oh, you're gonna take me off your insurance because I'm getting married? Like, oh,
I'm dead.
that's crazy, but okay.
Oh
So,
yeah. No, I have it too. Like that'd be saving my life here. I ain't even gonna
Literally,
lie.
for real.
That'd be a check. Did you cry, laugh, or scream, or all of the above after? Because you said you didn't really cry during, because you were just like.
After, yes, when it actually processed in my
When did it like
brain,
hit you? Like, oh my gosh, I'm a
It hit
fiance.
me when I like, okay, because the ring was a little tight at first, but when it actually like fit without me having
You
to
were
like
like,
put anything,
ooh.
I was like,
You felt that weight going
my
back.
God, this is crazy. I can't.
No, that is so insane. No, I definitely cried because I was so in shock. But until like we took our like second photos that we got for free,
yeah.
I was like, what the heck?
Is this
and
real?
then no, like literally, I have a crying problem. I don't know. I never been this emotional before a guy until I met him. That's how I know like we're soulmates.
Oh yeah, that's
Because
true.
like I was in the room and like we have to watch this video to get our pictures. So he's playing this video of all these random ass wedding couples, and I'm like, oh my god. And he's like, Simone, are you pregnant or something?
Oh my
and
God,
I'm
that's
like,
hilarious.
no, like I don't know. It's just making me so emotional. I can't believe you want to marry me.
for real, like me.
Like, right, I'm crazy. So how did you two meet? Like, was it a meet cute? Was it dramatic? What was it?
We actually met in middle school, and we ended up briefly dating for like 2 weeks in middle school. And I always remember that because sometimes he'd be like, "Oh, you wouldn't date me." Da, 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 da. Boy, I dated you in middle school.
I dated
I'm
you
gonna date
before
now.
puberty. Like,
Exactly.
be for
Clock
real.
that. So yeah, we met in middle school, and then we ended up separating and all going to different schools and all that, and then reunited in 10th grade.
Why'd you guys separate?
He moved to like a different school, and I got expelled. So yeah, I got expelled.
Why?
So
No,
yeah, I ended up
why?
having to move to a different school.
Wait, no, why? But girlies hear that. Like, she's still in college. So, like,
Yeah,
don't let
period.
that stop you.
Clock it.
Because at the end of the day, like, she still is, like, thriving.
And I made it.
Period.
And got accepted to 6 different colleges.
Clock that. But like, why? What happened?
Well, there was these rumors about me and stuff, and like this boy was spreading rumors saying I was sending him inappropriate pictures, and I was not.
Oh.
Yeah, and like I was a little girl. I didn't even.
Babe, we're a little girl. Like, at this point, I could put a charge on you.
That's what I'm saying. I should have, for real.
You really should have seen him.
Yeah, but then I ended up trying to go fight him because it's like, who are you and why are you lying?
I know, that's right.
And then, I accidentally hit a principal in the face. And then, I was like, so they expelled me.
I didn't even know. You know, they just came out with something like that where they're doing this rule for all schools. Like, if there is a fight or whatever, if you hit like a teacher or anything like that, it automatically expelled. So I wonder if that was like when that rule fell.
But like, it was an accident though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, who would purposely do something like that?
That's what I'm saying. Why did you get
I'm
in
not
the way?
even mad
You
at
saw
you,
me
King.
charging
Like,
at him, and you
like,
proceeded to get in front of
bitch.
me. Literally, you proceeded
Like
to
that
stand
white
there.
chick scene.
Literally, get out my way.
Like, okay, so what's one thing he does that makes you feel deeply loved every single day? That you'd be like, an average man couldn't be you.
I think it's the fact that he's constantly trying to like, build himself and build us together.
Right. Like every day he's proving to you that he wants to be your fiance.
If he was just like sitting around like not trying to build himself, I'd be like, what's going on? Are you okay? Like, like we have a future that we're trying to get to.
That's why I told people, like, I will live in a box with you as long as you're trying. Like, I really
we could be on the street in the car, maybe as long as you're trying to get yourself up and get us up. That's what I need.
That's what I need. So, what's a challenge you've been through together that actually made your relationship a lot stronger?
I would say our communication, because in the beginning it was very hard for us to be able to communicate with each other.
Do you because y'all kind of grew up together in a way, like, do you kind of have like this unspoken language between you two? Because like with me and my fiance, because we kind of grew up together, like we've been together since I was in middle school, we have this unspoken language. Like if I'm mad at him, we can kind of speak through each other through our heads, like, you know what's going on. And then we have that conversation and we go hug it out. I'm like, how do we do that? Like we have weird ways we handle arguments.
Yeah, that's the same for us. It's like people don't understand sometimes.
Yeah, they don't understand us. Like this is just
literally.
us.
We just be arguing over dumb stuff sometimes.
And they're like, oh my gosh, it's getting really heated over there. I'm like, guys, he's literally on the other phone probably laughing at me right now.
We're literally fine in like 20 minutes.
That's serious. My mom's like, you're so mean. I'm like, Queen, let me tell you what this boy got going on. Exactly. Like he is dead serious laughing at me. He be telling her all the time. He's like, I'm literally laughing at her. I don't take her serious. Like, do you have a secret couple ritual inside joke that you low key like have?
We have a lot of them, but some of them are a little bit inappropriate. So I don't want to say that on here, but we have a lot of them. They're like really funny. He has this. We build like recent memes into our stuff.
That's so cute.
Yeah, and it's just
keeping that humor alive. I love it.
all the time.
I love it. Have you started planning your wedding, or you're just like, I just put the ring on, I need to like breathe for a second?
Oh yeah, I planned as soon as we walked into that building.
Yeah, babe. As soon as we had the conversation where he was thinking about it, I was like, let me go ahead and start saving this Pinterest board.
Yeah, we have the date. We
Period.
have the scheme.
Wait, so have you already released your date or?
No.
Okay. We're going to keep that a secret. Oh my gosh. That's so good. So do you want to get married like soon, or are you trying to get married like in a couple of years?
It will be a couple of years.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to like plan it around when we graduate, but like it's not gonna
I get
be
that. Do people like look at you weird when you say that?
No. Well, I haven't told anybody. Well, I told a few people.
No, because let me tell you, I tell people like I'm getting married around like 2027, 2028, and they're like, huh?
Right. Like
I'm like, babe, I have to live. Like I have to graduate. He literally told me like, I want an educated woman. Like, you graduate, get your books out. I don't want you to be me pulling you back.
Yeah.
So I'm like, do people look at you weird when you be like, hey, I want to wait a couple years?
Oh, yeah. Well, mostly my family was like probably happy because
No, I know my mom was definitely kind of jumping up and down looking in her heart. Like, she was like,
girl, please. But people I do tell, they're like, why are you getting married so early?
But like we're supposed to spend time engaged. Like I want to be a fiance. I've been your girlfriend for 5 years. I can allow myself a little bit of time to be your fiance.
Clock that.
So that's why I was like, I don't know if people stare at you. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
On the wedding day, like what are you most excited to see?
I definitely say my sister because she's my maid of honor, and I haven't seen her in a few years. It's been like,
how many siblings do you have?
You want the lower or you want the? Let's see.
I'm dead.
2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5.
Wow. Yeah, I have
Wait,
my older
6.
sister Morgan,
6.
my brother, my little sister. Yeah, I think it's like my older sister Alice. Like including my like adopted sisters, like 5 of us. Yeah.
Yeah, my dad
I didn't pick
just
none
had
of my
a baby.
sisters to be my bridesmaids.
day.
It was a little
Ooh.
shooketh in the room.
Ooh, why?
Because my sisters, let me tell you, they all have very different personalities. And it's like picking one of them, it would have been a war. Like,
Yeah.
it would have been the biggest thing. I already know. So I was like, let me think about it. And then 2, all my sisters, like, they get me in different ways. But the person I want to be my maid of honor, I want them to get me in all ways so that way when I'm not there, they have the same brain as me. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
like my older sister, she's way older than me. So it's like, she don't really know that stuff. Like when it comes to young stuff, my little sister, I can't trust her to do shit. She's like 16. What am I going to a 16-year-old to do?
Right.
And then my sister Morgan, she lives pretty far, and I'm dramatic. So if I call you and I'm crying about something with the wedding, I need you to be like, okay, I'm coming. Like, come in, I'm coming. And I know she has a life too. So it's like they all are like adults in their own different parts of lives, and I'm not. And because my wedding is so far, I'm not trying to have somebody down packed that many years.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
I picked my maid of honor, and she's like, it's my best friend, so she's like, chill. Like she gets me, so I'm like. And she's a planner, so
we love that.
yes.
Did you get them the little package things to like ask
So
them?
I got them all like bags, and I put wine glasses in it and a whole bunch of knickknacks in it. And then my maid of honor though, I put like a different bag. Like it was like a whole bunch of stuff. My fiance though was the extra one when it came to that.
I
Like,
love that for him.
I spent 2 hours on one box.
Oh.
Literally, I'm not joking, because the things he wanted on there, we couldn't find in enough time. So I'm a DIY queen.
Right.
I'm a
Fuck
DIY
that.
queen. So I said, baby, you want that? I'm going to make it for you. So I was stupid to do. So I made him something. He put shooters in every box.
Oh
He put
my gosh.
beer cups in every box. They were so cute, but like, it's going to be, and it was a lot of them. It's like 14 of them. Yeah.
14 groomsmen?
Yeah, it's like a lot of us.
mm.
So like, are you having a small wedding or big wedding?
Actually, I'm gonna base it upon like I have this little checklist, and it's like if you meet those requirements, you can come. But if you don't, you don't. Like if I haven't talked to you in over 2 years and you haven't sent me a message, and the only time you ever said anything was congratulations, baby, please.
My fiance already said like if they didn't text you congratulations when I did all that hard work and like almost cried my eyes out, don't text, don't even think about
It's
inviting
not
them.
a thought. Like no, sorry, you're not coming.
Okay, so is there any like rules that you're gonna have at your wedding?
My theme is kind of loosely Princess and the Frog themed.
I love that. That's kind of where I'm at too.
Yeah,
like going down the bayou, but
Yes.
like me.
Yeah,
Like,
right. Like the color scheme and everything, I loved it so much. And so it's just like if anybody shows, like I'm gonna be a bridezilla for sure.
I already,
For
my
sure.
mom's already kind of gotten a little sprinkle of it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So it's like if you come up in a color that isn't on the color list, you're gonna either have to go home, change, or you're not gonna come.
I already told like one of my bridesmaids because I have so many bridesmaids. I told them each of y'all have a separate job. One of their jobs is literally like to stand at the door like as they're coming in, because I already know some of my family members are gonna try it. Like they're gonna come with that t-shirt and
Literally.
jeans, and they're gonna be
It's not
turning
gonna
right the fuck back around.
Right. Not gonna
Like,
happen. Not my pictures.
so has there been any bridezilla moments yet? Like,
Yeah. Some of my bridesmaids decided that they wanted to say that they weren't that. Okay, I gave them like a list of things, and it was like the neckline that they wanted, and they're like, I don't really want to wear a dress. Well, I'm sorry, like you wear dresses all the time, but now the one event that
it's a wedding.
right, the one event that's actually mine, you don't want to wear a dress. Don't play with me.
I don't even think my bridesmaids have even tried to like make it like opinion, because they know how crazy I am. I'll quickly like be like, okay, you're not a bridesmaid anymore.
Right,
Love
like,
you,
I
but
love that.
you're just not a
Love
bridesmaid.
you, but like
So he literally was like, when you pick your bridesmaids, pick a good bit, and also pick girls that you know like will be there for you, because you know how crazy you are. Like my rules are very crazy. Like I'm like, if you're gonna have your hair up, it needs to be up. I don't want a side swoop because your face is gonna look weird in the pictures. Like it's certain things that I want. Like also I told them like I'm very lenient too. All my bridesmaids can wear black. They can wear black, but it just has to be a certain fabric, and it has to look like you actually are trying. Like I don't want no simple black dress.
that's why I got them swatches.
Yeah,
girl.
and that's why I was like, I might get that, because I need them to understand how serious like it is. Because like just because I'm young doesn't mean I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't like that whole stigma about like how people look in satin. Have you seen that on TikTok?
Yes, where they're like, you look like bigger or something.
I don't get that.
understand that. I mean, I'm not doing satin because I know I'm gonna probably mess it up. Like,
Yeah, for
I know.
That's probably
My
what I was
my
gonna say.
bridesmaids are clumsy and they when they get drunk and turn, God knows where that drink finna fly. So they gonna need some
That is
time, like because I already know we finna be turned. So have you like come up with some key songs that you want to dance to, or on your wedding playlist or anything like that?
Yes, since we are loosely basing it around the Princess and the Frog, me and him love Frank Ocean, but he didn't love
Wow.
Frank Ocean until I showed him Frank Ocean.
Clock it.
Clock that. But yeah, so Frank Ocean's definitely gonna be on there. I'll let him pick some of his songs, I guess.
I guess.
I guess. But
No, let me tell you, I told him he could pick what his groomsmen walks down the aisle to. He started picking crazy stuff. I was like, never mind.
Yeah, sorry,
No. He started
that's
saying
not
he
gonna
wanted to walk down the aisle to Boozy.
okay. Boosie is crazy. That's actually crazy.
I was like, who are you pistol whipping?
Right.
You're going, we're not doing that. Sorry.
crazy.
Like, he's really testing my, you don't understand. I'm going crazy over here.
That's
Okay. How do you keep your own identity while still stepping into your fiance era? Especially because, we're young and all that.
I would say because we are long distance right now, we have to be able to find ourselves because we aren't right here. Even
Learn
though he
how
was
to
here
be alone,
last
yeah.
week.
I love that for you.
But yeah, we have to be able to find our own and then
Right.
come together.
What
within
advice
each
can you
other.
give to people that's thinking about getting engaged, but they don't know because they live so far away and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, okay. I would say if you can feel in your heart that that's your person, it's
Right.
probably
You
your
know.
person. Yeah, if you know, you know.
You know,
But
it got to a point where I was with Cooper and I was like, I'm not leaving.
that's true. I was like,
I was
if we're dying together, I don't care.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Literally. If you leave, we're
Like-
dead. I'm sorry, we are dead together. That's how it
What's
works.
one unexpected thing about being engaged nobody told you about?
I would say the wedding cost, but honestly, not the
Because
wedding
we
cost.
see that, yeah. For me, it's more okay, the people. I didn't expect the different
Yeah,
reactions.
that's definitely true.
Some of the reactions can dead ass be rude.
Yeah, that was. That's why. Okay, we got engaged June 17th.
Yeah.
So we had this 4th of July party at my grandparents' house.
Right.
And I'm not gonna not wear my ring. I
Right.
never told anybody there. I didn't tell anybody there that we were engaged.
Oh.
So I was walking around, and then my auntie came up and she was like, "What's that on your finger?" And I was like, "A ring." And
Oh.
she was like, "Are you engaged? Are you married?" I was like, "I'm engaged." And then she her loudmouth self went around and told everybody, "Oh, Destiny's
Is that how they all
engaged."
found
yes,
out?
Destiny's engaged, and why she didn't tell nobody? Da-da-da-da-da. And I was just like, I didn't need to tell you guys because I didn't feel like hearing your mouth.
Oh
to be
my
honest.
goodness.
So, yeah.
No, see, the thing is, I had a very set criteria when I wanted to get engaged. I was like, I want to get engaged with my mom's ring because my dad passed away. He's not going to be at my wedding. So I was like, thank you. But I was like, I want to get engaged with my mom's ring. That's something I always want to do. He was like, okay. And then I was like, another thing, make sure it's you. Don't let them plan it. And I can kind of feel the one thing I didn't expect is people trying to plan my wedding for me.
Yeah.
It feels so stressful because I'm I'm not trying to be the bad person, but no.
Yeah, sorry.
Literally, my fiance, he told me he was he never had to be the bad guy before, but my family was pushing so hard to have my wedding on a beach.
Ooh.
Let me tell you, I hate beaches. When we first started dating, and I live near the beach, so when we first started dating, we would go to the beach, and I would be like, I do not like the beach, but I only come here for you because you like to swim and stuff, and you white, you do all that white stuff.
Right.
But I hate the beach. I hate the beach. I'm scared a shark is gonna come bite me. I don't care if it's irrational. I'm scared. So I hate the sand in my crevices. No. So he was like, okay. They were pushing to go to the beach. He was like, y'all, do y'all not understand? If I got on one knee, she would say no if it is at a beach. And I told him that, if it's in, you know me, babe. We've been together for 5 years.
Right.
Make this my dream proposal. And he literally did. But he said it was so hard because telling people no is so hard for us.
Yeah.
So I feel
I
it's
feel that.
stepping into that. Have you had to deal with trying to tell people no, or you're fuck it, no, bitch?
I have. I've definitely told a couple people no already.
Really?
Because it's
how do you handle do they see you as the bad person? What do you do? What
honestly,
advice?
I tell them, are you helping pay for it, or are you just are you just showing up with the plate in hand?
Right.
If you're helping pay for it, I'll
I didn't even
consider
think
your
of
opinion.
that. I didn't even think of it like that.
Yeah.
Okay, finish the sentence. Being engaged feels like.
Being engaged feels stressful, but also amazing.
I love it.
Because first of all, my ring, gorgeous.
Love it.
It was my dream ring.
I love
literally,
it.
the only thing I wanted was a pear-shaped ring.
Really?
Yes, I love how they shape.
He
and
remembered
everything.
though.
Yes.
That's all that matters.
Yes,
I love that so
exactly,
much. I
yeah.
love intentional men. That's so good.
Clock that thing, yes.
What are your takes on celebrity breakups lately? Do you think social media pressures them to ruin relationships or what?
I think a lot of celebrity relationships are not real.
Clock
I
it.
think they're propaganda for people to
I love it.
view. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if I like base my whole relationship on social media, like it wouldn't go good.
Yeah,
but I have to
exactly.
base it off of him. So I definitely get that. With everyone posting soft life and healing era vibes, do you think people are moving away from real love or just learning self-love first?
I think you can heal yourself within a relationship, but also heal yourself without a relationship.
Right.
It really depends on the person. Because if you have a healing, I'm not gonna say healing partner, but if you have a healing like
A caring, like a nurturing partner.
Yeah, a
they can
nurturing
nurture
person,
you
yeah.
through like what you're going through.
Exactly.
Yeah, I definitely understand
But
that.
you shouldn't put too much on your partner and expect them to be like your muse who just consumes all your problems.
Yeah, I definitely get that. So like when you first started your relationship, did you post it online or did you keep it more of a secret?
When I first started dating him, I actually covered his face, it was a little soft launch moment because
soft launch.
I was like in a terrible relationship before that, and I had like posted him, but I only did that because I thought that's what you had to do. But he was like a horrible person, so I was just
feel
like,
you
oh
with
my
that.
god.
Oh
Yeah.
my
So when I
gosh.
actually got with Donovan, I started like he was on the track team, and I would go to his little track meets and stuff, and I would just cover his face. It was so cute to see. But then I eventually was like, okay, everybody sees us at school, so I
Like
don't
at
know
this
why I'm
point,
covering it.
like, is this really a secret or am I just doing this
For
for
real.
funsies?
Right.
No, I definitely feel you with that. Like with my fiance, like I actually posted him instantly because people was telling me like because we're interracial, so a lot of people was down on us.
Yeah.
So like we posted each other not just like for each other, but to rub people's face. Like
Right.
you, like people betted money on how long we would last.
Oh, that's crazy.
And like we were like, babe, run your money up because we're still together. Like, what are you gonna do? So, what's your opinion on hard latching? Do you think it's like good, or do you think like people should wait?
I think if you know it's your person, then
Right.
you like go ahead. But if you're just gonna hard launch, then baby, you gotta
Babe,
stop.
Maybe we need a break.
Yeah, you just take a break. Like focus on yourself, hard launch yourself, and then hard launch your
I
relationship.
love that. Hard launch yourself.
Yes.
What do you think about situationships? Like, do you think they're a part of modern dating or emotional traps in disguise?
Situationships are whole culture,
Love it.
definitely, because I don't see like why are you sneaking around in people's beds?
Because at this age, what are we dating for?
That's what I'm saying. You should be dating for marriage.
That's what I
and
tell
you're
people.
just
Like,
dating
well,
around
you
for
got
what?
married at such a young age. What was I dating for to
Right.
get married?
thought
I
I was
reached
just gonna
the
date him to
ultimate
date
goal.
him?
Like, I reached the ultimate goal. You should be
Exactly.
congratulating me because you're still in the race, babe.
Right.
You're still in the race.
You're still looking.
So,
I got mine.
with dating apps still popular, do you believe like it's good to find someone online with the dating app still popular?
I think since online is so like out there now, it's you're able to find somebody. But I feel like if your soulmate, like somebody who's actually going to like you're gonna marry, I feel like they're
Right.
more likely gonna be in person.
Yeah, I definitely feel like even if you do meet them online, once you meet them in person, you'll be instantly drawn to them. You won't know what it is, but it'll
Yeah.
be something that'll make you want to continuously see
Exactly.
them.
That's
But strictly online is crazy to me.
Yeah, I can.
This is giving catfish.
Yeah, right. That's not your soulmate, baby. I'm sorry.
How do you handle jealousy in the world where everyone's constantly posting thirst traps, attention grabbing selfies, and things of that nature? Because I just seen somebody post on Fizz like, "Oh, my boyfriend is always liking girls' posts and stuff like that." What would you say in that situation?
Well, honestly, my fiance, he's not like an Instagram person.
Really?
He's not really on Instagram like that at all.
Clock it.
Well, maybe he's on Reels, but he doesn't like post or like
Right.
people's posts and whatnot.
So y'all have never had to have that sit down conversation about like, hey,
Oh no, we've
I-
had the conversation because it's like he doesn't see when girls are trying to flirt with him sometimes, and yeah, so it's like I have to explain to him. I'm like, babe, that girl wanted to eat you, like she wanted you bad, and you were just like talking to her regular.
I'm dead.
So it's just like I had to let him know when people are like trying to come at him or like but jealousy. I would say we've had little jealousy moments, not like
Really?
big ones. Yeah. just
Yeah,
little.
and how do you handle it? Like, how do you move past it?
I just have to realize, like, at the end of the day, this is my man.
Clock it.
Like,
A lot of people don't say that.
Yeah, this is my man. Like,
Yes.
I be with him all the time.
Like, girl, you're going home with him.
Exactly.
Are you seriously mad because he did this wrong? Be for
That's
real.
what I'm saying.
I get it. What's one green flag that immediately gives you he's serious about me energy?
Definitely him always talking about like getting to the money and getting like our future started and like one day we want to be able to build our own house and like have a yard and all that. and
Right.
we're constantly talking about that and like finances and
Right.
elevating ourselves, that's definitely one of them. Yeah.
And on social media, I see a lot of men talking, and modern men talking about how they feel like it's harder to get women these days because they're becoming more independent. Do you think girls are becoming too independent for modern men, or are we just setting higher standards?
I think a lot of modern men are not men.
Yes.
I think a lot of them are boys.
Yes. Who gonna be the
who gonna be the boy? Who gonna be the man? Who gonna be the man?
Like, no, I think about this all the time when I see like men on podcasts, like women need to do. I'm like, men used to go to war.
Yeah. You used to go to work.
Like,
now you're on a podcast talking about women and bringing in. And I hate those podcasts where they only bring in like the OnlyFans type of girls and they don't bring in the educated girls.
I hate that
Not
too.
saying
Or they'll
OnlyFans
bring
girls aren't educated.
Yeah,
though.
but like I definitely get what you're saying. They'll bring in like 6 OnlyFans girl and be like and degrade them and ask them what are, and then bring in one little educated girl and it's like she can barely talk. Bring in a lawyer, bring in a doctor, bring in a college student, bring in all these different people from different parts of life, and then talk about women.
Yeah,
I definitely think it's like a rage bait thing now.
It literally,
right?
That's what it is.
Okay, so what is your last advice to give to the girlies before we go?
My last advice would be if you do plan on getting engaged, you know, just stay calm.
Yes.
Allow yourself to breathe. Allow yourself to not overreact. Or
Girl, I needed you. Because I felt like I was going crazy. And then TikTok started popping up. It was like, if you feel like you're going crazy, you're probably about to get engaged. And I'm like, look at this, boy.
Literally. But yeah, don't let the world negative opinions change how you feel about your relationship.
Yes, definitely stay grounded in your relationship. I love that. Yes. Thank you, girlies, for listening to Dorm Diaries. Don't forget to go on Instagram, look at the newest updates and things of that nature. I'm ready to get back on some more stories. So if you got any crazy stories, please DM me. I love you guys. Thanks for listening. Bye.
I've been wanting to do this shit since I was a child. Shit, I'm grown up, my only job make my mama proud. For so long I was the only child.